With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Now Hall to start the drive. And his defense able to plug him up. He'll get a yard to the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9.
Go.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter.
So the completion good for just 3. 3rd down and 6 to go.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's Fields.
That is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Cowboy 80, 70 Ranger, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Little. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Off play action. Little.
Throw out wide is incomplete. This defense for the Jets, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18, Pioneer. 19, Buffalo 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Dragon 60. Check.
On me.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And so much of football is about mismatches, and here they're going to line their running back out wide to the right, and I think defensively there's a little indecision. They weren't quite sure how they wanted to defend that, and they weren't able to until he was way downfield.
Now an audible here into something else.
Cup 19. 19. 7 Pirates.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. The Bengals at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Bronco 80. Mustang 19. Go.
They'll look to throw again. And a fine chase on the right side complete. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
60 Buffalo 8, 70 Rangers.
On 4th down, Little. That's to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Ready.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Jets' 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. 19, 18, 19 Lions.
Looking to throw. Little. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, it looked like he marched to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. Hurt. Cup 19. Cup Panther 11. Panther 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
Come on. Tap it. Bronco 80. Ready.
Brown is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, adding some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team, and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Here we go. Green knife. No much. You got a mini base. Hey, 551. Tim Swear. Delta.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Wide open receiver complete.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Really hard to imagine a quarterback like this being available in a trade. What an impact he's going to have.
No doubt about it. And all teams are looking for leadership from that spot, and this guy provides it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them would be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 331. Alpha. Medic.
Let's go. Go.
Here's Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
13 yards on the
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To the 19 tight. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Check smash. Check smash.
Operating from the gun. Little. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Warriors 70, trap 60, trap. Here we go. Panther 11, Panther 11, Hawk 70, Hawk Street, Street. Hey, Riggs. Go Street. 19 Lion. Dragon 60.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
On the ready. Come on. 79 Bronx. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw. Little. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals had 6 to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Fields going to toss it quickly out wide, complete.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, Slut. Up. 319, good, Slut.
Smith catches left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Here we go. 319, good, Slut.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
His throw incomplete.
He could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, Slut. 319, good, Slut.
Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, 551.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Fields. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Hall on to give up the middle.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
To throw is Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Easy, easy. Here we go. 331. Stand. Up.
Fields now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
319, just what?
Back to throw. Fields. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields changing the play. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Here we go.
And now they'll shift things around.
Hey, going up. We're going up right here.
Now it's Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They send him back at the 36. Shamar Stewart in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are back within a score. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Hold the ready.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man open. It's Chase. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Like crack all 80. 60 back.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fan. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 Panthers, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Buffalo 18. Dragons, go street.
Looking to throw. Little. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 1 second, all that remains. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go. Okay, 331.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
18, Warriors 17. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Little. A quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
This will be caught by Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 24-yard line.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he is met at
the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Panther 11, Panther 11, Mustang 19.
This is the tight end fan.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Oh, Lord, I'm the rookie in the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from
the line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
19, Tiger. Let's go now. 19, 18.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Come on. Set. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
Operating from the gun. Little. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal.
There we go. 70 Lions. 79 Broncos. Set. Hey.
Back to throw. Little. And he's got it. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Riggs. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Little. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Here we go.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Out of the gun, they run it at home. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, 331. Delta. You got a mini base. Why not?
Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Go jump. Ready? 11.
They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go now. 19, 70 Lions.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
79 Broncos. Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun. Little. Touchdown! T. Higgins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Let's go.
Here's Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Angel.
From the gun, here's Fields. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here we go. 319.
Back to throw again. And it's a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 37.
That's good for the Bengals. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun. Little. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down and 3. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Get up! 19, 60 Eagle!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go, son. 5:51. 5:51.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
3:19, let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
All right.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
A give running right is Hall.
And he's got some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Jets.
Chip snap. Here we go. 3:19, Jets. Go.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now they'll change things up.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 70 Ranger, 70 Mustang 19, Panther 11, Panther go.
That one caught by all the tight end. Well, he'll be out of bounds out near the 45 at the 44.
Okay, ready?
11. That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
An inside give, Brown. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7.
70 Lions.
Back to throw. Little. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Come on, come on. Hit! 70 Timberwolves. Trap 60, trap 60.
On first down, it's to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Here's Fields. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, that is well read on the backside. And he'll be met well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
Panther 18. Tag. Viking 18. Go.
Looking to throw. Little. And that is incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here's Smith to return it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
There we go. 331.
going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A quick toss out right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
That is caught. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread.
Jets, 17.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
That's good.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Alert!
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here we go. Up, 331, 331. 11.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked by Logan Wilson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
On the set. Get up. Panther 60. Panther 60.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
So it's the Bengals who come away with a win, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, some of these DBs are going to be tossing and turning tonight, partner. He really had their number. Wound up with well over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdowns to boot.
So for Cincinnati, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.